Hello, good day. My name is Prince Emin Kasale. In this video, we'll be talking about trading, and I'll be looking into some trades that are over trading and a good trade. We'll be analyzing the two together and showing us why we need to be careful when trading. I understand the fact that when you're trading futures, especially, you still see your available balance and you feel like, oh, this available balance, let me just use it to quickly trade, or let me just withdraw some out of it, not knowing that those money or that money is an insurance for your trade not to liquidate. So now let's do this. Number one, let's check what the current market is saying. As you can see, the market is funny right now. This is a daily chart, and on the daily chart you can see this in some few weeks back, we have Bitcoin becoming 73,700 and 77, and that's awesome. And just few days, just about a week, if you look at this candle very well, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's just about 16 days ago. 16 days ago, close just about 2 weeks plus, Bitcoin came to 56,500. Some people are complaining, why are we not making money at this time? Is no more flowing, and the problem is some people are trading more and they don't know the implication. Now, probably you came in here and Bitcoin is here right now and it's still here, not yet back here. So, and you feel like, oh no, it's not working, it's not this, it's not that. So it's your issue if you are over trading. Now, right now, this is what is happening right now. So if you're coming in now, well, you might be in good time, but you don't know, it might still come down, it might still go up. So that is why we don't care about technical analysis, fundamental analysis. There are necessary headaches. What we do right now is just to do our maths, and that is what we call quantitative analysis or quantum analysis, and that is exactly why we need this robot called uTrading. So we need uTrading for this. Now, let me quickly show you the uTrading account, and let me show you, number one is an account that is abusing the trade. In our training, we focus more on futures, and this is the future account, and this is awesome trade. But when it's now been added to this, then there is a problem. Now, okay, let's go into this trade. Number one rule is, if you have a capital and you don't want to ever liquidate, the amount here should be equal to your capital, or 2x of your capital. That means times 2 of your capital. 2 times your capital. So assuming I have $100, what I should be having here, or the entire trades in terms of futures, the entire trade should be either $200 or $100. Now let's look at the trade here. This person is having, let's say, $200, 119.9. So that's $200. Now that is the entire capital here. And unfortunately, right now, this is the available balance. This is $6. So that simply means if this coin tries, if Bitcoin tries to come back to this level, this person will lose the entire $120. Why? Because this person is greedy and is not disciplined enough to follow instructions. He's only particular about the earning, not thinking of the implication. You always think you're smart, like, oh, the coin has went down. This one, if I buy it, it will sell now. Or probably it's a signal. Okay, they play. Now let's come back to this trade. This person is having $120, and already the trade, he traded $90 something. So let's check. He traded $93. $93 was a trade. Why you're saying 80 something dollars here is because this is the present value of the coin he or she purchased. This is the present value after deducting, I think, about $17 from it. So that's the present value. Oh, sorry, about $7 from it. So that's the present value of what. If you remove 7 from this, That's going to give you 2 from 3 is going to give you 91. 5 from that is going to give you 84. And you have some dot dot dot. So and you can see it's 86 thereabout. So that's the present value. That's what you're seeing right now. Now let's move ahead. So here you should either, to be on the safer side, your accounts should be 120. To be on the safer side, should be $120. 120, 120, or probably 240. But the difference between futures and spot is your entire money is in spot. Your entire money is not in futures. So while you are trading $93, the amount that goes into this trade, because it's trading, I think it's trading 20x. Let's see, it's trading 20x. So the amount that goes into this trade is 93. 93. Let me check. Okay, it's 93 divided by 20. So out of the entire $93 that is trading, what goes into the account while it's trading is 4.65. So that simply means you'll still see, you'll be seeing minus 93. You will be seeing $88, assuming that is all you have. Assuming you have $93 and you trade times 20x and you are having this, that means you'll be seeing $88. But the problem about people is that $88, they don't know that it's an insurance for a trade. They quickly go and trade that because they feel they are not earning profit at that particular day. And when the trade goes this way, the coin will start trying to dip into what we have there as insurance. Otherwise, the coin will liquidate because assuming you trade all your capital, assuming after trading all your capital was in it, normally you should liquidate at -5. That means -5% dip. You should liquidate. All your money should go. But because you didn't trade your capital, you instead of trading all your capital, you use your capital as an insurance and you traded just 4 point something percent, 4 point something dollars. Now, immediately it goes after this -5% dip, it starts tapping into the remaining $88 as guarantor for you not to liquidate. But if you have now put in your guarantor or your insurance into another trade, that simply means when the coin needs it, it doesn't see it. When it needs it, it doesn't see it. For example, this person has traded $86 here, $20 here. This is about 100, sorry, oh God, 100 and $106 already. $106 already. So plus this is about $10. So that is $116. Plus this, that is about $124 already in trade. So, and that simply means, and just $4 is in this. Let's do the maths very well. Let's do the maths very well. Let's do the maths very well. Okay. We have in sports we have 86.46, 86.46 plus, because in sports all your money is in the trade, plus 20.9, plus 20.9, plus 20, sorry, 20.9, plus what again? 20.9 plus 9.91, 9.91, 9.91. Okay, now I understand. Okay, yes. This is 8.18, 8.18, 8.18. Okay, this is $25. So I want to assume that this person, okay, I now understand what happened. The entire trade here in sports right now is $125. $125. But because there is deep in sports, the system will be showing you the present value of your coin, not the total amount that you are having. But in futures will show you the total amount you have in the business and will show you the present value of your coin. So it's going to be on a different page. Now here already we have 17 plus 3, that is 20, plus let's say 6, 26 plus 4, that's 30. So if you look at this, minus 30, you are having $95. So, and $95 plus $4, 4 point something dollars that is here. So that is about 100 and something dollars. So what am I saying in essence is this account has already been tampered by trading sports and by not calculating very well. If you're trading sports along with futures, you must make sure that's money for futures. If it is $93 that you're trading, try and make sure, for example, let's say $100, try and make sure you have $100 for futures. And if you are calculating your trade for sport, make sure it doesn't tamper with the $100 that you have for futures. Or at the worst scenario, calculate $50 for futures such that at least you are having half of what you are trading is in it. The repercussion of this is what we are saying here. Now, the problem is if Bitcoin goes back to this level, the whole account will be liquidated on futures. That means this person will lose 90 something dollars, will lose $95. So in our team, I don't even advise sports. If you want to trade sport, why don't you just um if you want to trade sport, it is good if you're using Binance to trade. It is better if you're using Binance to trade, you can trade sport. The reason is this: the sport wallet and the futures wallet, they are different. They are different. So they do not tap into each other's money. But in an account like OKX, the two are on the same wallet. So they will be tapping each other's money. And before you know it, it will affect futures and futures will liquidate. So in a nutshell, I quickly went to make sure the spot account is not getting more money from the account. For example, let me put this. Assuming I didn't go and put this into limited order, this particular account, if it buys more, assuming it goes into the account and try and buy another $8, probably maybe the coin went up and a little bit, and you have $8 here, and it taps into this and buy another $8. The whole account will finish, and the futures account will liquidate. You just find out that your 80 something dollars is gone. That's all. Or 90 something dollars that you put into the trade is gone. $93 that you put into the trade is gone. That's all. So let's be careful of our trade. Now let me show you a good trade. But this trade, the person, okay, let's look at this. Despite all this trade, let's check out the profit. Let's check out the profit. The profit is just $5. You can imagine. Despite all this, why? This person is focusing on trading sports. You can see he's focusing on trading sports. This person started trade at when was that? At March. Yes, March 30. So let's say January, February, April, May, and this is April, May. Let's say it started in April 1st. Let's assume because there wasn't any on that March. and the earning started March 31st. So let's assume, and today is May 15th. So for 1.5 months, with all this, for 1.5 months, what are we getting? $5. 1.5 months. 1.5 months, $5. The person is even going down to cancel trades. These are the canceled trades. These are canceled trades. He went into the market, he saw that it's negative, he's quickly canceled it. That is because this person is not sure of what he or she is doing. Is not sure of what he or she is doing. I canceled this person then to start trading futures and wait for all these its spot to get to finish so that it can move all the currency back to spot. But I don't know. He felt he knows how to do it better. So as you can see, in futures even made what do we call it, on this is 15th of this is 15, sorry, 8/5. That is 8/5. You can imagine 8/5. That is May 8th, and we are in 15, so about 7 days ago. 7 days ago, when I advised to trade futures, it made 1.9 1.19 and 1.2 here. And that simply means out of that $5, in just these few 7 days, he had made, or she had made, 2.3 out of the $5.6. So almost half, more than one third, was made on futures, just two trades. And if you're not making money on this, I understand, because the coin is deep. But why disturbing yourself with sport when it is meaningless? Why don't you bring that same trade to futures and organize yourself? Now let's look at another trade. This is 1.5 months trade with about $150 thereabout. Now let's check another trade. I'm not saying the profit is less, but I'm saying it's a waste of time and this person is over trading. He has made $5 within these days, though, and he's about to lose, or she's about to lose, whoever the person is about to lose $93. And the only profit this person made is what? Is $5. Now, let me check trades. Okay, let me check at this trade. And let's say, look at this. We'll look at this trade. Okay, we'll look at this trade. Okay. Now, let's see this trade. I want you to note this. This trade was just made yesterday, and it was made for a training, and it was not part of what this trade should be. And I only made this trade as a greedy trade. It's not my account, but I went ahead to use this trade as an example for a tutorial. And I quickly buy more of the coin. I intentionally bought more because I'm so sure of this coin. This coin is Argo, and in another trade, it is minus 21% dip. So I know that it's going to come up in another funny trade. It's 91% dip, and I know at least it's going to come up. It has been coming up for the past 3 weeks. It will go to 91%. It will from 21% because of the rate at which Bitcoin is dropping. It goes to probably 15% dip. It goes to minus 10% dip, and so on. So as you can see now, it will always come back here, and if it wants to go down, it goes down. So I just want this account to tap into that, and that is why I intentionally over traded here. Now, despite the overtrade, I traded when the coin was very, very down. So in a nutshell, this should not have been part of the trade. These one, just a minute. 1 and 2 should be the trade, and that is 320. And probably if you're over trading, and now we now have 3, 4, 2 in a trade. And that is because this came at the right time. It came when the coin is very deep, and that is why you're seeing it. And like I keep telling everyone, Matic, it doesn't really go very deep. You can see it's still at minus 3.9, despite the fact that coins are very, very deep at this time. See, ADA is not going to go very, very deep. It is at 7.7% deep, despite the fact that coins are very deep at this time. This is being traded when I am so sure that it has been over dipped already, and it was just yesterday. Now, look at this trade. This person is having, we will be talking about futures, is having $166 in futures. And that is why I said it is better to use Binance if you're trading futures and spot. So your futures account is different from your spot account. I don't know anything about the sport and I'm not interested about the sport. We are interested about the future. So here the person is still having $107 as insurance, despite the fact that I went ahead and over traded this. You understand? You understand now. So this account, the entire trading should be about 300 and something dollars if you want to double your trade, like 50% deep assurance, and you know that the coin you're trading would never go 50% deep. You understand? So, but that is exactly why I even did this. I knew this will never go max. The worst scenario is 15%, 15%. So that is why I intentionally did this. I know what I'm doing, but that is not to advise you to do anything. It is better to stay the exacts times two. And if you're very, very good at, risking things times three, maybe times four. But this is extremely risky. This is risky because when your coin goes an average of minus $33.3, this will liquidate. And when your coin goes 25%, minus 25% deep, this will liquidate. But the advantage is when you're trading coins like this, and when one is trying to go that deep, when one is trying to go that deep, the other is not going that deep. You can see this one is just about 3 minus 3, while this one is about minus 7 or minus 8. So they are not going in the same deep. So assuming this has reached its peak, the money for this coin will tap into it. So you get that. So now what I'm only saying is out of 166, we still have $109 as insurance. The problem is when you see this and you notice that in a day you did not get a profit, what do you want to do? You want to quickly come here and trade from this money. But when the dip comes, all of them will tap into this money and it will not be enough for them, and you will liquidate and use the entire money. So thank you very much for listening. But before I do that, let me check the profit of this account. Okay, this account has gotten $26.6. And let's check. It started at April 30. So let's say April 30, let's say May 1st, and today is 15. So that simply means this is 16 days trade. 16 days trade. And probably it has done close to 20%. So because let's see 160, 160, 160, and note $166. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the maths. $166. Okay, 20% of $166, that is 33. Okay, so that simply means it's yet to do 20%. Okay, but it has, let's say 18%, that's 29, and 16% is 26. Okay, so right now I think this account, what did we say the profit is? Let's check the profit again. 26.6. So, and this is 26.5. at 16%. So in 16 days, it is 16%. It has done 16%. And note, in that 16 days, the coins are very, very deep. In the past 16 days, see what is happening in the market. This from here, okay, let's bold it and count. Let's put it and count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it came in on the particular day when the coin game went really down. 16 days, 20 something percent. And how much? 16 days. Sorry, Yes, 16 days, 16%. Wow, 16 days, 16%. That's awesome. 16 days, 16%. And today's trade is yet to be over, so we don't even know today. But 16 days, 16%. That's awesome. That's an average of 1% per day. And that's exactly what we are talking about. We are talking about, and see, the trade here is 100, and the amount here is 166. The other one is having up to that amount also, and it's just getting $5 daily. The more you think you're greedy, the more you're short. You're shorting yourself and you're shooting yourself. So you can see almost the same amount because that person was using his money to trade spot and you thinking he can do hit and run instead of properly arranging his trade. And let's see. What I want you to see is this. What I want you to see is this. Um, you can see this is not trading spot at all. And as you can see, this is $2, $2, 2.3, 2.7, 6.3, 7.3. This is 2.2, 2.6, 3.1, 5.2, 0.5. This one I did intentionally. What happened is that algo that I traded, that's the funniest thing about indecision. I knew the coin has went down, but I mistakenly allowed the system to choose its direction. I mistakenly, and the system went and chose a dip. Then I was wondering, like a coin that is already 21% deep. I don't want deep, so I canceled it prematurely. And I didn't mind that 0.2 that 0.2 instead of having trade for days, but not. I did that since on the 12th, and today is 15, and the coin is here to get out. Do you know something? That coin has went about after I traded it, it has went about -4%. So that simply means we should rely on the system to choose the direction. But because I knew it has already been over deep, I knew it will come up, but I don't know it's not going to come up this fast. But one thing that is certain is it's going to come up. I don't want it to be lost in the deep. I don't want to trade short. But not knowing that it is short would have given me money in less than 12 hours of that trade. So let's leave the direction for the system. And if you can see this, for the past few days now, there is no trade. This is 11, 12, 14, 15. Since 11, there is no trade. So all this trade that we are talking about goes between the 10th and the 30th. So that is 10 days gave us that 16%. And that is because it is in deep. But people are not careful. You just want to see something every day. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. In the next 5 days, I can earn more than even the entire capital. That is crypto trading. It does not have specific amounts. You know, the problem is a lot of people who come to you, how much will I make a day? You are not to specify what you make per day. You are just to be in place such that when the profit comes in, you get. You are going to, it's just like you go for your education. Your education does not guarantee job. The only thing is it puts you into position such that when a job comes in, you will be privileged to be able to take the job. My dad used to tell me, he says,
the job is just like, it's just a kind of insurance somewhere. Oh, we need someone who is educated to handle this post. We need someone who is educated to go for this position or to get this contract. Those are things for job nowadays. It's not about, it's not an assurance. Even with a job, how much are you earning? So that's the same thing here, the same concept here. Yours is to set your trade and set your trade properly so that when there is time to buy, the system buys. When there is time to sell, the system sells. So when it is not buying or it is not selling, it's not your problem. Don't disturb yourself. In 10 days, it has given us 16%. While the person that is worried and thinking of making sure that he earns every blessed day has only earned how much? $5. And this account is of almost the same amount, is earning $26. The more the anxiety, the lesser you earn, or even you might even earn, but the more you will crash your account. This person is not crashing his account, not worried. Thank you very much. God bless you. I hope you understand the concept and the ideology between these two trades. Thank you. Trade safe, and please trade safe. And I don't want you to come and blame uTrading anytime. Trade safe. Trade safe. We have a lot of trainings out there, and I'm still going to do more trading that would even make you earn more using the same strategy, but modernizing and modifying the strategy. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye.